Yeah, it's definitely a nice feeling, and we haven't been in this position in a long time. So it's new territory for us, but we still have 7 hockey games left, and we want to finish as high as we can.
This may sound like a stupid question because the answer is pretty obvious, but how important is having home ice advantage in the playoffs?
Well, in this league, it's a little different because sometimes the buildings are occupied and things like that. But it is important if it comes down to that fifth and deciding game in the first round, or seventh and deciding game in rounds 2, 3, and 4.
You mentioned finishing strong. How important is that to take a little momentum into the postseason potentially?
Yeah, I think it's a crazy thing in this game. Changes within the game, every game, and so it's important to try and finish hard. Obviously, we have a busy schedule this week. We have 4 games in 6 days, so we have to monitor our rest and our practice and game schedules here and make sure we're fresh for the games.
I feel like your lines and special team units and all that are completely set now, and you know what you want going into the playoffs, or you're still going to experiment a little bit?
Well, I think we've been successful with most of the line combinations we've had. Goaltenders have been rotating, every other game, so that's been taking care of itself. We have some young guys coming into the mix here, some college players that Chicago has signed, and we want to get them some games, and as well as keeping some other guys in the mix, like LeBlanc and Walters and Fournier as well.
What do you tell those young guys who are fresh out of college? It's a big leap, but what do you tell them when they come here?
Well, just be yourself. Just have fun and absorb everything. Keep your ears open, and if they have any questions on schedule or times, make sure you ask those questions. But other than that, just enjoy the experience and do what you do best and play your game.
What do you think of Hinostroza, his first couple games he got to get into this past weekend?
Yeah, it was good. He's going to play tonight as well, and the first game against Grand Rapids was a tight checking 1-goal game, so he didn't play as much in that game. But against Rochester, he got out there a lot more, and the more you play, the more comfortable you feel.
He's got 13 goals in 2 games there. Was everything just clicking on the right cylinders at that point, or what was going well with the offense?
Yeah, we played hard. Our guys were hungry. We just one of those weekends where everything's going in. It happens the other way as well when you can't score and you go through 2 games where you only get 1 or 2 goals. So we'll take that, and hopefully the guys get some confidence off of those goals we got.
Was there anything you said to them after the loss middle of last week that maybe fired them up a little bit? Or
I don't think so. I don't think anybody was happy after the Grand Rapids game, losing 6-1 in their building, and we did talk after the game. And then we came in the next day and did some video. But I credit goes to the guys. They bounced back hard and came out with a great effort against Grand Rapids at home.
You haven't played Milwaukee in a little while, which is kind of rare. But what kind of game do you expect tonight, and what do you want to see out of the guys tonight?
Milwaukee's still fighting for the playoffs. They're in the 8th seed right now, and we have not seen them in a long time, but we've always had good games against them, and to continue on where we left off with Rochester, just play a fast, disciplined hockey game.